Welcome students, welcome to the next lecture of 11th chemistry, chapter number 13, nuclear chemistry and radioactivity. In the previous lecture we had studied about, or we had derived the expression for decay constant, and we had also derived the expression or the formula for half-life activity. Okay, now in today's lecture we will study the graphical representation of decay. Yesterday's lecture we had studied, this was the equation which we had studied of decay constant, that is lambda is equal to 2.303 upon T into log to the base 10 N0 upon N, where N0 is the number of nucleides present initially, that is at time T0, and N is the number of nucleides present at that instant. Okay. Now this above equation can be rearranged. Okay, we can rearrange it in this way, that is log of n to the base 10 is equal to minus lambda upon 2.303 into T plus log of n0 to the base 10. Now if you compare this equation with the equation of a line, okay, in maths you have studied equation of a line, that is nothing but y is equal to mx plus c. So if you compare this equation with the equation of line, you can see that y is your log of n to the base 10, your m is your minus lambda upon 2.303. m is nothing but slope of the line. So slope will be what? This quantity, that is minus lambda upon 2.303 will be your m, that is the slope, and x coordinate will be your time, and the c, that is the intercept on the y-axis, will be log of n0 to the base 10. So what graph you can plot if you compare this equation, line equation, with this equation of your decay constant, which we have rearranged from this equation. You can plot log of n to the base 10 on y-axis and time t on x-axis. Okay, but we know that minus dn upon dt is directly proportional to the number of nucleides at time t. This we have studied. Activity, constant activity, we have decay activity, we have studied that minus dn upon dt is directly proportional to, and this is nothing but your activity. So we can replace the n on x-axis. We have to take x-axis on if you plot the graph of here n, log of n to the base, log of n to the base 10 versus time, you will also get a straight line. But since we know that activity, that is minus dn by dt, is directly proportional to n, so instead of n on x-axis you can take the log of activity. Okay, instead of taking log n on y-axis, you will take log activity on y-axis. So what type of graph you will get? Again you will get a straight line graph. You can see in the figure that you will get a straight line graph of log of activity versus time, with the slope is equal to lambda upon 2.303. Okay, now moving on to the next point, that is rate of radioactivity decay. Okay, now the next point is we are going to study the graph of rate of radioactivity decay in terms of time. The number of nucleides, they go on decreasing. Now we have seen that rate of your radioactivity decay is directly proportional to the number of nuclei at that instant, that is minus dn upon dt. The rate at which the number of nucleides is changing or is being converted is directly proportional to the number of nucleides at that time, present at that time. Means किती न्यूक्लियाइड चेंज होतात ते. We have seen that unstable nuclei, न्यूक्लियाइडचं काय होतं ते डिसइंटिग्रेट होतात किंवा रेडिओ ऍक्टिव्हिटी दाखवतात. रेडिओ ऍक्टिव्हिटी दाखवतात म्हणजे काय करतात ते दुसऱ्या न्यूक्लियाइडमध्ये कन्वर्ट होतात. मग दुसऱ्या न्यूक्लियाइडमध्ये कन्वर्ट होतात म्हणजे ओरिजिनल जे न्यूक्लियाइड होते ज्या फॉर्ममध्ये होतं, सपोज आपण युरॅनियमचा रेडिओ ऍक्टिव्ह एलिमेंट घेतलाय, युरॅनियम घेतला आहे, तर त्याचा न्यूक्लियाइड काय होणार आहे, तो डिसइंटिग्रेट होणार आहे. तो थोड्या वेळाने काय होणार आहे, त्याचे जे टाइम आहे थोड्या वेळाने तो तेवढाच राहणार आहे का, सपोज 100 ॲटम्स आहेत सुरुवातीला, तर थोड्या वेळाने त्याचे तेवढेच राहणार आहे का, नाही, युअर एन इज गोइंग टू डिक्रीज. आणि त्याचा रेट ऑफ रेडिओ ऍक्टिव्हिटी डिके काय असणार आहे, यू कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट. कसा तुम्ही सांगणार रेट त्याचा किती आहे, त्या टायमाला जेवढे त्याचे न्यूक्लियाइड्स असेल तेवढे नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियाइड त्या टायमाला असेल. म्हणजे सपोज 5 मिनिटानंतर जेवढे न्यूक्लियाइड्स असेल त्यावेळेचा रेट त्या नंबरवर डिपेंड करतो. ओके, सो व्हॉट यू कॅन से, रेट ऑफ रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिके इज डायरेक्टली proportional to the number of nuclei at that instant. That is minus dn by dt is directly proportional to your n. Now if you plot the graph of activity versus time, you get this curve. Now what you can see from this curve, or what you can say about this curve, at the initial time, when time is 0, your n, that is number of nucleids present, the activity is the highest activity. But as the time increases, what happen, जसं टाइम वाढते तसं तो न्यूक्लियाइड डिसइंटिग्रेट होते. सो व्हाट इज happening, your n is going to be decreasing. n is decreasing, the number of nucleids present is going to decrease with the as the time progresses. जसं टाइम वाढत जाईल तसं तुमचं n जो आहे तो डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे. डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे त्याच्यामुळे त्याची ऍक्टिव्हिटी काय होणार आहे, इट्स ऍक्टिव्हिटी इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू डिक्रीज विथ द टाइम, कारण की त्याचे नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियाइड्स डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे. आणि अल्टिमेटली असा टाइम येणार आहे की ते ऑलमोस्ट इज इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी 0. ओके, अल्टिमेटली असा टाइम येणार आहे की your n is going to be 0. So you have to remember this formula, and many problems are also asked based on this formula. So we will do one problem. Okay, so this is the problem. The half life of chlorine 34 isotope is 1.53 seconds. How long does it take for 99.9% sample of chlorine 34 isotope to decay? Now here first write the given. What is given? T half life of this chlorine isotope is given. It is nothing but 1.53 seconds. And since it is asking percentage, so we will take n0 is equal to 100. Okay, n0, that is the number of nucleids present initially, is going to be 100. Now in previous lecture we have derived the formula for half life activity problem. Okay, so what was that? Lambda decay constant, how can be calculated using half life? That is lambda is equal to 0.693 upon t half. Now t half is 1.53, so 0.693 divided by 1.53, here your lambda 0.453 second inverse. Now remember, here the time is given, you have to take the time in the unit which is given. So here it is given in second, so you will write here t half in second, so your lambda is going to be 0.453 second inverse. Now what is the formula for decay constant? Lambda is equal to 2.303 upon t log to the base 10 of n0 upon n. n0 is your initial number of nucleids, that is 100, and n is the number of nucleids at that instant. Now what here it is given, how long does it take for 99.9% sample to decay? Means this much sample would have been decayed. तो तेवढा डिके झालेला असला पाहिजे, म्हणजे 100 पैकी 99.9% सॅम्पल संपलेला आहे, म्हणजे डिके झालेला आहे. तो उरला किती, हाऊ यू विल कॅल्क्युलेट, and 100 minus 99.9, that is what it will be, 0.1. And you have to calculate how long means you have to calculate the time required for this, the time when your n becomes 0.1. the time required by this isotope when its number of nuclides is left is 0.1. So now we will substitute in the above equation. So lambda we know it is how much? We have calculated 0.453. What is lambda? 0.453 is equal to 2.303 upon t. You have to calculate the t. You don't know. Log of n0. What is n0? 100. And what is n? 0.1. Okay. So this will become 0.453 is equal to 2.303 upon t log to the base 10. This will become what? It will be 1000. Log to the base 10 of 1000. So t will be taking t on this side. So what it will be? 2.303 upon 0.453 into log to the base 10 of 1000. So this term log of 1000 is 3. Log of 1000 is 3. So this will be 15.25 seconds. So what is this t? Remember, t half is given. T half is 1.53 seconds. And what is asked in the question? It is asked that what will be the time required for the sample to to reduce it to 99.9% sample. म्हणजे तुमचा सॅम्पल हा 100% आहे. तो किती reduce झाला पाहिजे किंवा किती डिके झाला पाहिजे? 99.9% डिके झाला पाहिजे. तर तेवढा पर्सेंट डिके व्हायला त्याला किती टाइम लागतो? दॅट यू हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट. सो वी हॅव first calculated. Here you have to, while substituting the value of n, you have to be very careful because you can't substitute directly this. You don't take this as 99.9%. This is not the sample, the number of nucleides at that time. Okay, you make mistake. Don't take this as 99.9. What is given? This much sample is decayed. So how much is left? 100 minus 99.9, that is 0.1 is left. Okay, so this is the, then you have to substitute the values and you will get this value and your final t will be 15.25 seconds. I hope you have understood this example. We will stop for this lecture. Thank you.